The Amritsar train disaster occurred on October 19, 2018, near Joda Phatak in Amritsar, Punjab, India, during the Dussehra festival celebrations. A large crowd had gathered to watch the burning of an effigy of Ravana near the railway tracks, unaware of the imminent danger. Tragically, a speeding train traveling from Jalandhar to Amritsar came upon the crowd unexpectedly. The attendees, absorbed in the festivities and the noise of the celebration, did not hear the approaching train. Over 60 people were killed, and many others were injured as the train plowed through the crowd. The incident sparked widespread shock and grief, leading to an outpouring of condolences from across the country. Investigations were launched to determine the causes of the tragedy, focusing on issues related to crowd management, safety protocols, and the lack of coordination between the event organizers and railway authorities. The disaster highlighted significant lapses in public safety and emergency response mechanisms, prompting calls for stringent measures to prevent such incidents in the future.
The Amritsar train disaster, a harrowing event that occurred on October 19, 2018, resulted in significant loss of life and injuries during the Dussehra festival celebrations in Amritsar, Punjab, India. Here are the comprehensive details of the incident. The disaster took place during the Dussehra festival, an annual Hindu festival that celebrates the victory of good over evil. Part of the celebrations involved the burning of an effigy of Ravana near the railway tracks at Joda Phatak. Hundreds of people were present at the event, with some standing on and near the railway tracks to get a better view of the effigy burning. The crowd was engrossed in the festivities, with the noise of the celebration masking the sound of the approaching train. A passenger train traveling from Jalandhar to Amritsar approached the area at high speed. Due to the noise and the crowd's focus on the festivities, the approaching train went unnoticed until it was too late. It plowed through the crowd, resulting in over 60 fatalities and numerous injuries. The scene was one of chaos and devastation, with emergency services rushing to aid the injured and manage the crisis. The community and the nation were plunged into mourning, with widespread expressions of shock and grief. Subsequent investigations focused on several aspects, including crowd management practices, the absence of preventive safety measures, and the coordination, or lack thereof, between the railway authorities and the event organizers. Questions were raised about why the train did not slow down and why people were allowed to gather so close to the tracks. The tragedy led to intense scrutiny of public safety protocols during large gatherings, especially near railway tracks. It sparked a nationwide dialogue on the need for more robust safety measures and better communication between different authorities during public events. The Amritsar train disaster has had a lasting impact on the community, the survivors, and the families of the victims. It serves as a grim reminder of the importance of safety in public gatherings and the critical need for adherence to regulations to prevent similar incidents in the future. Celebration turns to tragedy. The stark contrast between the festive atmosphere of Dussehra celebrations and the sudden, horrific turn of events is particularly jarring. People were gathered to celebrate a moment of joy and victory, which abruptly transformed into a scene of loss and despair. Lack of awareness, the fact that a large crowd was so engrossed in the festivities that they did not notice an approaching train is unusual and highlights a profound lapse in situational awareness and safety considerations. Noise overpowering warning signs. It's striking that the noise of the celebrations was enough to mask the sound of an approaching train, which typically is quite perceptible and serves as a natural warning. Location of the event. The choice to conduct a large public event so close to railway tracks, without apparent safeguards or warnings, points to an unusual disregard for basic safety norms. which is particularly perplexing given the predictable nature of train tracks as a hazard.